Why you think I'm get alive this? Real nigga shit came to kill a process. Gotta kill all the nonsense. Tell them do better when they lie, ho. Ay.
Condo, Teflon, S-Class, no condo. Paper all in my collar, Bang rolls in my corner. Time zone, red eye, Big Papi, no best eye. Time forward to my left eye, time forward to my left eye. No doubt, lights out, I'm next, you're out. I be talking money on the day-to-daily. All your money talking sound like meditating. It's a little quiet, what's your explanation? Gotta feed the family, that's my motivation. Bitches blowing up my phone, who is this? Calling. Oh yeah, my bad, it's yo bitch. Sorry. Off top, ain't here to play no games. Atari. Skirt, skirt. In that two-seater like this. Don't say shit with no check. Don't say shit with no check. Can't feed birds with no bread. Don't say shit with no check. Say it with a check, nigga. How many places to rack it up? How many stacks just to back it up? I tell your bitch throw it back, son. That's why she ain't going back with none. It's 20K for a flight. Don't want the lean, just to spray. I use my wrist with some ice. I stir it up, stir it up, stir it up, stir it up. That's how they know what's up. My daughter 14, so I gotta provide what I can to make sure she gon' get enough. Make sure if I strip is the military, so she know her pops is the man. Won't get no fuck by no man, so she can point out a fuck nigga that ain't about shit. No, she really won't give a fuck. No doubt, lights out, I'm next, you're out. I be talking money on the day-to-daily. All your money talking sound like meditating. It's a little quiet, what's your explanation? Gotta feed the family, that's my motivation. Bitches blowing up my phone, who is this? Calling. Oh yeah, my bad, it's yo bitch. Sorry. Off top, ain't here to play no games. Atari. Skirt, skirt. In that two-seater like this. Don't say shit with no check. Don't say shit with no check. Can't feed birds with no bread. Don't say shit with no check. Say it with a check, nigga.
We are back on the Smokers Lounge. I am your host, Chris Cyphers. We are sponsored by Executive Sessions. Salute to the fam. Thanks for the pack. Family, I just want to let y'all know. This will be all right, I'll wait. What's going on, me and Mort? How you doing?
Hey, babe. Blessings and much love to you. How are you?
Not in the
Yeah.
best mood. Yeah, you know. But I just want to let everybody know. I just come to the conclusion of not being enough, not doing enough for the family. And this is not saying me, I'm not doing enough. But I'm not gonna sit here and be doing shit and not receiving respect, not receiving anything. The last thing I'm gonna do is get disrespected on somebody's panel. The last thing I'm gonna do is be here for the people and not get represented as a person here for the people. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to be a subject to what the people have to be in order to get what they need to be, just because somebody want to prove somebody else wrong or somebody want to be right within the conversation. That's not me. And at the end of the day, I'm not standing for disrespect, family. I'm not here for that. I've came on this panel countless of times defending people, being there for people. To not receive the same, I'm good on that. To not be the one that's standing up for people, I'm not. I'm tired and I'm done. I'm so fucking done, family. I've been here doing this shit, pulling information for people for so long, to the point where I have to get disrespected to get respect. That's not what I'm here for. I respect everyone. And at the point where I don't even have to call you out of your name to respect you, and I'm still getting disrespected, I'm not going to stand for that. I know my worth. It's one thing I do know. I know my worth. And I'm not going to be here for the bullshit. Everybody else could be here for the bullshit or anything else. I'm not here for that.
I'm not with that shit.
All right. So I'm pulling myself away from it. I don't need to be around it. I don't need to be in it. And I just wanted to come on live to, just tell a fam that's here that, that's something I'm not willing to be around. If y'all willing to be around it, that's cool. I'm not judging. I'm not putting an overall standing on what it needs to be or anything. I'm not going to be a part of it. I'm tired of getting disrespected. I'm tired of busting my ass. I'm tired of putting everything on the line for our people. And anytime I hop on a panel, I'm getting disrespected.
Every time.
But I ask questions and see what these people are doing for you or doing for anybody else. And none of these motherfuckers is doing anything for you. And I still get disrespected. It hurts. It really do hurt. Now that I know, I can conform myself into being under, not under this bullshit. I'm gonna continue to be me and do me.
As you should.
So I don't want anybody to feel any type of way. I don't want anybody to, whatever the case may be. But if you know me, you know me. If you know I'm here, you know I'm here. Any all the other racket bullshit, it could be what it is. At the end of the day, that's not something I'm representing. I'm not here for that. I don't deserve that. And I think I deserve way much more.
You do.
Mm, I don't. It really sucks being there and doing and pulling that work, that information, and still being a part of someone's lives and defending them rather than accepting defeat or accepting something that has really nothing to do with you. I would never ask any one of y'all to understand or be a part of anything that has nothing to do with you. I would never be that person to ask you to be someone that's lower than yourself, or whatever you're seeing, or whatever people are seeing. It sucks. We're getting looked at in different ways that's making us not even ourselves, or shit is just weird as fuck. And for the people that's on the other side, I understand. It's cool. Be on the other side. For the people that's on this side, you know what it is. And that's all I really have to say to it.
Well, you got people that love you and care about you, so try to think about that more, especially right now, than the fuck shit that just happened.
It's not about the fuck shit that just happened.
I said you have people that love you more, so try to focus on that instead of the fuck shit that just happened. Like, it sucks and it's fucked up, but
That's the thing that comes in my life. There's so much more stuff that's just fucked up, but we have to deal with all the extra fucked up things just to try to make us or make things sensible to the point where we can understand what's going on. And it's wrong because you're still depriving someone of being themselves. How can I be myself? How can I do what I've been doing without being myself?
you can't.
At the end of the day, the people that's been supposed to be having my back supposed to have my back, but I gotta look at them like you're not having my fucking back. So in a sense, it makes me feel like I'm alone. I'm here alone.
True.
See what I'm saying? I'm alone. even if I go to my big bro and I'm on his build, it's not.
Yeah.
What can I do? I haven't felt that much disrespect in a long time.
Yeah. I haven't seen that in a while.
I never really felt that much disrespect. I'm like, and we come to the point where, okay, well, what are you doing? You're helping people get out of stay out of jail. Aren't all of us, when we talk to our young people, aren't we trying to keep them out of jail? We're all trying to do that. But what are you doing? What are you doing for your community?
Not a damn
A
thing.
question that will not get answered. But I'm so looked down on a bill because of my age. Because of my age. I have more information than these dudes, but I'm looked down because of my age. And the rest of the niggas on the fucking panel already fucking know me. So none of them niggas wanted to motherfucking defend me. So why am I here? Why am I here with the TSL? Why am I here defending all these motherfuckers that come on here? But the moment I'm coming to speaking with truth and they know it is what it is, it's not reciprocated. It's the fucked up part about it. Nobody have answers for the questions that I have, but everybody have answers for their questions or somebody else's questions that don't make fucking sense. And I'm here still left stuck. Still providing, still doing more for the community than these niggas. But I'm the one that's here stuck. These niggas are their own demise to their own fucking community and they don't even fucking know it. But the minute I speak, I'm the worst thing to my community and nobody defends me when I defend every fucking body. I defend every fucking body. Nobody come up on there and say anything about OG without me checking them. Nobody come on there and say anything about Tiff until I check. Nobody come on TSL and say anything until I check their fucking ass. But it's okay to disrespect Chris. It's okay to call him out his name. He young. He this. He that. Nothing else really care for. That's the worst.
It's pathetic.
I brought so much new information to everybody to what channels don't even know. But I'm getting looked at as a fucking little fucking Timmy Todd. Are you fucking crazy? Bet.
Shit's weird.
Shit really sucked. So that's what I came up here to do. Is just show y'all like learn from these niggas, do whatever from these niggas, because these niggas obviously feel like they the. I can't even say it because I'm feel like I'm gonna be even interpreting and going at this dude, and this is supposed to be my fucking bro.
Mm.
So I can't even really fucking say something right now, and I gotta respect not to fucking say nothing because I hold people as accountable as such. But when you don't hold me accountable as that, and we gotta talk about this shit.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Amani Bay? How you doing, bro?
Greetings there, Chris. Greetings, Tiffany. Well, you know, that's why I got on there, Chris. I got on there to kind of finally get some stuff off my chest and you know, at the same time, you know, support what you're saying. And it's too much of the foolishness that goes on, and they throw around that word. And I notice it's like this whole romanticizing of it. It's almost as if we have a new breed of what you would call COINTELPRO operatives, and they're actually paid to go around on these panels and platforms to promote the niggerism and to romanticize it, right? That's what it seems to me, because
To me,
you know, and then like you said, Chris, it's tough because we provide services, and sometimes we say, what am I doing here? Because obviously they don't appreciate it.
right?
I mean, and see, with you providing services, helping people set up their platforms, providing music that they could use without worried about getting, strikes from YouTube. That's a valuable service,
Right.
and it's almost as if, and see, that word that they want to romanticize with, right? First of all, they have no confidence in themselves. They have fear. They'll never face the true enemy head on because they're afraid. Okay, so but when someone like myself or you and others who have special talents to come, wait a minute, to tell you what, I could help you out with this. They actually again don't have confidence in themselves, so they don't have confidence in us. They don't think we can do it. See, so but they'll go to a pale skin with a smile,
Right.
because they've been trained and conditioned to think they're the only ones who would be an authoritarian to offer a particular service that will help them get remedy.
Right.
But they can't provide you with any evidence of that.
No.
You know, people keep talking about lawyers when it comes to helping people, you know, reclaim their estates and lands. Well, the evidence, and there's a litany of the evidence that says that these lawyers been helping people, screwing people out of their lands. Right? Been screwing them out. People have been losing their lands. You know, all the farmers in the South lost their land with legal devices.
Yeah.
And no one's helping them out. But when someone comes out and say, "Oh, I can help you out," they don't believe it. And yes, I know how you feel, Chris, because it gets frustrating. And you know, at times I'm like, I'm done with this. But then I'll get an email from someone who saw one of my presentations, and then we'll start talking, and they say I have genealogies connected to a landowner, and that keeps me going. Right? You know, it keeps me going. You know, I'm the one who took a land patent and deeded it to somebody. I'm the one who found the strongest legal claim to take it to a federal court to use to claim your estate and damages. I did that. It's pending now. So I applied it. It works. But it's sometimes like you're beating a dead horse, right? Because it gets frustrating. But hang in there, bro. Hang in there, because there will be, even if it's just one person who appreciate you, who would appreciate your service and your skills and talents. It's all worth it.
Gratitude.
Appreciate that, bro. Thank you.
Yeah. Just hang in there and just keep moving forward, and even again, we just get one. That's it. That's we did our job, right? Anything outside of our immediate family, we touch one, we help one, we did our job. But our main duty is to focus on our family and, again, our ancestors. And this is what it seems like everyone's afraid to do the research into their own ancestors.
I don't know why.
Right.
Because everything will be revealed.
That's because these motherfuckers believe in these other motherfuckers, and they haven't talked to their primary grandparents. We've been through this so many times. So many people are not at the age that I am, and super fucking young. Your grandparents are still living. You don't want to talk to your grandparents because a fucking cracker told you this? Nigga, you are missing everything that all of us are talking about. You're missing every focal point that everyone is talking about. And then you fall into resort into these fucking European fucking ways to motherfucking make your shit seem substantial. That is fact. And it's like, you still can't even prove the test that you have done with your family with these motherfuckers. You can't. The reason why you can't is because they won't. And people is not understand. They won't. You have the decision to take a genealogy test or to take these motherfuckers up according to what they fucking know. And if you take them up according to what they know, they have all of your family fucking tests in their hospitals. Without that, what are you trying to find out with your genealogy? But no, motherfuckers spit.
Well,
spit,
let me address that.
Spit.
Let me address that real quick,
Go
Chris,
ahead.
because
Go ahead, Monty.
because we have genealogical records, and then we have these so-called DNA tests. And
that
see,
part.
because they dumbed us down so much, so that allows them to keep us in their fictional world.
Yeah.
And as long as we're in their fictional world, they can tell us fictional stories.
Anything. Right.
And the DNA, that's in the realm of fiction, not reality.
Right.
So in the real world, when you're claiming your estates, when you're laying claims on people to sue them to get back your estate, in that world, you must be accountable for your statements. In that world, there's no DNA in that world.
Right.
That's not what you bring. What you bring to show and prove who you are your genealogical records. That's what you use. Right. Because the opponent in the real world will never mention a DNA test. They will never call you a descendant of an African. They will never call you a slave in the real world. Right. Okay? They don't do that. So that's fictional world, fictional stories has nothing to do with reality.
E3,
that's the problem. When we're so dumbed down, we can't distinguish fiction from reality.
Yeah, people stuck in make believe.
E3. They're stuck in the E3 world because reality would be in the world that we're in, and E3 is the Harry Potter, bullshit. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
So the person I helped out, who used that individual's genealogical records as exhibits, evidence to connect them to the land grant. And then in the real world, in the court of law, none of those defendants ever said anything about Africa, slave, or DNA test, because that does not exist in the real world. So I want everyone to know that. The only thing you need is your genealogical records. That's it.
Yeah, we know. Your
The
people.
DNA tests do not give you a name of an ancestor, and it says you share DNA with this particular group. Hell, you share DNA with the gorilla. A gorilla is 98.6% has human is connected to us, human DNA. We share DNA with the gorilla as well. But that gorilla is not going to have his name or her name on a land patent for 400 acres.
Trying to get to you and that monkey.
Exactly.
So what are we afraid of?
Just like when you get gold from the land don't say, oh, 24K, 22K, 18K, 14K, 10K. No. The land never says that.
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
And when you go down that rabbit hole, family, to go through those genealogical records, that's when the truth is. You will know the truth. You will see with your own eyes how they lied and tried to, because there's duplicate copies of your ancestors. They hijacked your ancestors, and all of that is going to be real to you. And then you're going to come to the realization. You're going to have that wow moment. You're going to have that oh my God moment. So you're going to understand that these people were not here during that time. They did not set up the infrastructure during that time. It was people who looked like us. That's what you'll discover. But no one can tell you that. You have to experience it yourself, and you will when you start going through those genealogical records.
Exactly.
They did the flip-flop in the 1940s. See, people, the census records, all these records were the records our ancestors created. Why? Was for basic accounting purposes. But the newcomers changed it after the 1940s. So you have like B for what they want to call black, right? You have B and all that stuff weren't on the original records. None of that was on the original records. But you have to understand that so you won't get caught up in their sorcery.
Yeah.
When they talk about free white persons, that's a class that our ancestors had until 1870.
Yep.
It clearly states that in the Black's Law Dictionary. And the Black's Law Dictionary tell you free white person had nothing to do with Caucasian.
Exactly. It had everything to do with fucking indentured servant, because that's when the motherfuckers were.
And these people that they push to you, Paul Cuffey, aka Paul Slocum. Paul Slocum was born in 1765.
Exactly.
He's on the 1790 census, the 1800 census, the 1810 census, 1820 census as what? A free white person.
Free white person. Exactly. Indentured fucking servant. Thank you, my fucking brother. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
So what are we doing here, people?
That was my main question right there. What the fuck are we doing? That part right there. What the fuck are we doing?
What are we afraid of? You scared to go through those records you can't read? Or does it hurt when you read? You get a headache or something? What the hell's going on here?
I don't know why they scared.
Amari Bay, real shit.
We want the feel-good speech. The we, the RRR, we this, we that. No. Because when Chris finds his ancestors with 250 acres, Chris is not giving you that. That's his. What are you talking about? The we this and we that.
Ain't no damn French over here.
Right.
That's Chris's ancestor. That ain't yours, not mine.
Exactly.
What do you want to say? Oh, bro, you got to help a brother out. Come on, Chris, give me a little piece of that.
Hell no.
We
Hell no.
brothers. We brothers.
I don't know you
Right.
fool. No.
But the crazy thing is like Amani, like, you know me. I'm gonna be the one to give you that information.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna want to be like, okay, well, where are you from? Who are your grandparents? I'm asking these questions, letting these niggas know, like, yo, you can find this simple information out with these simple questions. Maybe you haven't asked yourself, and that's cool. But now I'm asking you. And if you knew, because you had that time with your peoples, then you can find out. That's the main thing. Motherfuckers is scared to find out the real information. So I'm not understanding what's going on when we out to these people on this type of realm. It's like, oh, what? Oh, I thought we was on the same shit.
Everybody ain't the same, man.
Right. It's like, now I'm giving you that same information. It's not that. Hold on. It can't be that. Like it's totally different right now at this point. It's totally different. Don't treat me like I'm different, because I'm treating you like you the same. And when you come with the same shit, it's like, what are you doing? Simply, what are you doing? Because we're here with the fam and we're giving the information, we're putting information into play. You're doing the total opposite. What are you fucking doing? Because as a person that said it was part of the tribe, part of the family, I have never changed, not one fucking bit. Not 1 second. Not one little hair. I've always been there. So now when I come and reciprocate the question to you, what is it? Because at the end of the day, I still haven't changed and I'm still here. Chris Cyphers is still here. Chris Cyphers never left. What the fuck is going on? That's my main question. What the fuck is going on? I never left. I'm still here. Why the fuck am I perceived so fucking different when I've been here for the family, letting y'all know why I'm here? And when these niggas come, motherfuckers let all these new niggas tell them who the fuck I am. Nigga, you know who the fuck I am. Way before these niggas.
Keep building. I'm gonna check out. I'll be listening in on the background there, Chris. Thanks for letting me come on.
For sure. No doubt. No doubt.
Blessings.
Peace.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just weird as fuck. Niggas talk all that shit. When Chris starts speaking, niggas be like, oh, niggas really be on my dick. Oh, this is this, da da da. Soon as I motherfucking shut the fuck up, these niggas is on some other shit. Or as soon as I speak the fuck up, these niggas is on some other shit. The fuck is going on? You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to paint no picture. I don't have to paint anything this way, that way. I don't have to do that. These niggas gotta do that shit to pick up their own motherfucking goddamn story, to grab different fucking realms of their story to make that shit seem fucking goddamn predictable.
Shit seem fake.
It's fake as fuck.
Exactly.
And this is why I always be like, okay, nigga, well, you saw this shit, you heard this shit. Nigga, where do I fit in at that shit? But niggas don't want to say that shit because now they feel some type of way because they homeboys came inside. They homeboys came and said this, all this bullshit. And I'm still like, okay, well, what did that shit do for you and what did that shit do for us? Nobody can ever say anything. So when I shut the fuck up, I shut the fuck up. Because I know at that point, that nigga can't say nothing. Whoever's speaking for him can't say nothing. And nobody else can say a motherfucking word because nobody is taking up for me or anything. So why would I expect for anybody to say anything? Why? Why? At that point, I'm not expecting nobody to say nothing. No.
Right.
You cool. Say what you want to do, and that's cool. But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck because at that point, when I was taking up for you, you wasn't taking up for me. So if I was to really shut up about the situation, would everybody shut up about the situation as if I was taking up for them? No. That was like, oh no, he was taking up for me, da 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 da, and it is what it is. Point fucking blank. Point fucking blank. Reason why I can say that is because when it came down to it, nobody took up for me. I was left here by my fucking self. Every time, the whole fucking time. And this was after I'm doing all these services and all this shit for people. I'm doing shit to the point where I can't even get my time back. But I'm still here busting my ass for the fucking community. None of that shit make fucking sense. None of that shit make fucking sense. Like, for real. It don't make sense. But when that question come up, what are you doing for the community? Oh, I'm doing this. I'm doing, oh. Are you going to give me a chance to answer the question as well? Or are you just going to just say what you did, which meant nothing? I kept people out of jail. I kept people out of jail was the best answer that a motherfucker could say tonight. I kept a motherfucker. When you talk to somebody younger than you, you're keeping them out of jail. What the fuck are you talking about? It makes no fucking sense. Every young head I'm talking to, I'm keeping them out of jail. I don't even have to talk to them about jail. I'm keeping them out of jail. What about these motherfuckers that's talking about the Barclays or the Barclays bullshit? How they're getting or how they're helping initiate the jail system. A college that's supposed to be going off your demise is helping your community get incarcerated. But motherfuckers is not knowing that these incorporations are putting millions upon millions to keep us incarcerated. None of them know that. Half of them are trying to get into Barclays. They don't even know that the whole fucking goddamn college that they're trying to get in is trying to keep their whole community incarcerated. But they know so fucking much about what's going on with our community. Come on, family. Come on, family. Really? Really? Come the fuck on. Not one time where you heard any incarceration and I wasn't able to motherfucking come there and give any information on that. Not one fucking time within these past 3 fucking years. But these niggas bring up the same fucking goddamn bullshit and can't not bring up one solution to any one of y'all. Not your children, not anything. Nothing. These niggas cannot come up with nothing. I literally asked, what did you do for the community within the past year? All answers were nonchalant, as in quiet.
Years.
And even still, when I brought up the question back up, everybody was still quiet. That means these niggas got nothing to portray to your children's demise or your children's futures.
Mm.
Greedy Vegan in the building. What's going on, brother? Salute.
Man, salute, man. Peace, Tiff. How you doing?
Hey, greetings. What's up?
I was letting you get it off and shit, Chris. You know, man, I feel you and shit 1,000, bro. Like, with all y'all know, man, I combat and fight the information standpoint all the time, right? So I didn't really like trying to like find myself and shit, man. That's why I ain't been making no noise on my channel and shit, man. I'm like, what is all this shit leading to and shit, man? Because honestly and shit, man, like all this shit, they arguing over who got the right idea to build a nation and shit. But on the way there, everybody's disrespectful towards one another because you don't agree. So I'm just like, man, I just can't seem to put my hand on this shit, man. But what I can do is work on self and shit, man. So I've been motherfucking sitting back and just listening and shit, man. I've been being entertained and shit, because that's exactly what the shit is. It's entertainment. You even on the comical side, you can find you some sci-fi up in there. You know, you can get you some motherfucking good with reality TV, all of that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing but fucking entertainment and shit, man. Motherfuckers is fence jumping and half stepping just to pick sides and all this shit, man. You know, like everybody's a know-it-all and shit, man. You know, the very same principles and shit that we all should be agreeing on and moving on, it gets ignored. It stays in the blind because everybody wants the semantic war. And, you know, like, do you really have to have a label on yourself to demand freedom?
Right.
Does that require a fucking label? Does that require a title? You know, everybody, you know, don't have the access and shit to trace genealogical records and shit like that. Everybody don't have the access or just the you know, the direction to even know which path to be walking down to even get a jump start of going and getting somewhere. You know, like what's important is and shit is, do you have clean water? Do you have food? Do you have a roof over your motherfucking head and shit? And if you do, then you need to find out and shit, why are you being taxed for this shit? Why are we being paid? You know, why does this shit have a fee on it? And why am I not entitled to it and shit? Naturally. I talk about natural fucking rights and freedoms and shit. You know, this is the shit that goes, you know, ignore. Motherfuckers don't want to talk about that. Motherfuckers want to keep talking about at this time frame, you know, people was called this, and what do you classify yourself as, and you know, what costume you wearing today and shit, and you know who your avatar was a couple years ago, and all this dumbass shit, bro. Fucking stupid. It's ignorant, bro. It's senseless as a motherfucker, bro. And I just sitting back and I'm wondering, like, man, I see why the confusion and the division goes on and remains strong and shit, man, because the very important things and shit that you should be focusing on to liberate yourself and shit, you know, you don't care about and shit. That's not important to you. You know, that's just in the blind and shit. You turn a blind eye and a deaf ear to it. But when somebody mentions the fact and shit that, you know, simple shit, you know, I'm not a nigga and shit. My name is Chris. My name is Greedy and shit. I'm your brother. Shit like that. Motherfuckers want to have a war over shit like that, bro.
Retarded.
Motherfuckers ready to take it there over shit like that, bro. You see what I'm saying? Motherfuckers gonna talk about whether you from Africa or whether the motherfucker, we right here, we living in the motherfucking, wherever we at, we living right here, right now, and the problems is gonna remain at hand because we're not addressing the problems and shit. We keep addressing what the fuck done went on such and such time ago, and you know, people done got this shit figured out because they fucking know-it-alls and shit, bro. You want to talk about motherfucking migration patterns and these people was here and, you know, at this time and shit, you know, everybody went this place and shit like that, as if everybody was on some hive-minded shit at all times in this place, on this earth. Like no one chose to just live a free life and shit. Everybody was just get-wits and shit. Get down and lay down was the motto for everybody and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is wrong with us and shit, man? Sometimes I'm telling you and shit, I'm losing myself. I've been trying to tell myself and shit that I need to stop smoking personally because I have a health issue. You see what I'm saying? But every time I try to, you know, tap into the motherfucking, you know, my people who so-called is my people, the people who my relatives, the motherfuckers who I'm supposed to relate to and shit, they drive me fucking insane more than my own fucking thoughts and shit. I'm like, man, god damn and shit, man. I'm looking for to find, you know, to confide in this shit and find me some comfort and get a peace of mind in this shit. And this shit driving me to it's driving me more crazy and shit than my own fucking thoughts and shit, man. So the best thing for me is to just like lay the fuck low, sit back and shit, and just focus on self and shit, man. Focus on motherfucking what I can control, what I can do for my fucking children and shit, because me trying to depend on and lean on all these motherfuckers as far as this nation building shit, these motherfuckers is so much disarray and can't seem to get their shit in order and shit, man, to get to the next level and shit, man. We'll perish and shit, man, trying to build a motherfucking nation and shit, and then disrespectful and disagreement on the way.
Right.
Real shit, bro. So I'm like, man, I feel you 1,000 on that shit, bro. Like motherfuckers can't even get past the simple shit, man. I'm gonna keep arguing over this shit. And all this side choosing and fence hopping and all this shit.
Exactly.
Is at an all-time motherfucking high and shit, bro.
Bro. Some of us build every fucking day, every fucking week. And then soon as 2 or 3 new motherfuckers come in, we want to go with that rhetoric. I don't fucking get that shit, bro. I've been building with you. I've been with old fucking G. And the point where all 3 of us get on the motherfucking panel, we should still be in accomplice with what the fuck we was talking about a month ago, 2 months ago, whatever the case may fucking be. But I gotta, man, this shit is weird as fuck. Niggas be letting motherfuckers come on in and say what the fuck they want to. Bro, one thing I know for sure. Bro, you know one thing. If you come on this panel, you know I'm not gonna let niggas come and disrespect you. The females know I'm not gonna come and let any nigga disrespect them. I will never let no new motherfucking nigga come and disrespect the fucking family. Ever. And I presented that. I will never let that shit the fuck happen. I will always tell them niggas, yo, nigga, pipe the fuck down. This is the family, and you need to get actually incorporated to what the fuck they actually saying. If not, nigga, hop the fuck out of here. Point fucking blank. Point blank. No person I have let anybody come on here disrespect Ricky, disrespect Mental, disrespect Alexis, disrespect anybody on here. I never let anybody come and disrespect the fucking fam. So when anybody let a new nigga come and disrespect me, nigga, you having me right now question your motherfucking goddamn, your real authority, not even just authority, your real feelings for me as a person.
Yep.
Exactly.
Shit, bro. Like we already had motherfucking Kendrick that was already established. You already know that, Chris. You done basically and shit done you done laid out everybody's platform and shit, bro. You know, you put upon yourself and shit, man, because everybody was around each other, like you said, every day we building with everybody. If you got a channel and shit, Chris took it upon himself and say, look, I'm gonna get your shit straight. I'm gonna get your shit straight. You know what I'm saying? We was building our own little motherfucking community and shit, you know what I'm saying? And we had certain people around and shit, you know, whether like the Mental Ninjas, you know, the Yakana. You know what I'm saying? The Doc Chameleon. You know, we will all build every day, agree to disagree on many things and shit, bro. But it would never get disrespectful.
Right.
It would never get disrespectful, bro.
Right. Niggas be allowed
coming in when strangers started coming through the door.
Exactly. And these niggas been letting these motherfuckers come and infiltrate. And this is the reason why I've been the way I was. When these motherfuckers infiltrate, I called all these niggas out. Niggas would not know about Bro Cook if I wouldn't have called this nigga out. Nobody wouldn't have known about that shit. Everybody would have, because everybody was still accepting this nigga. I was like, y'all niggas still accepting this fucking crab cake cornball ass nigga? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all letting a nigga that'll snitch on a nigga that y'all know on the fucking ops to have these niggas come and get this nigga, and that's my cuzzo? I can't fuck with y'all. You see what I'm saying? Like, no. I've always been wanting everybody about these motherfuckers. And every time these niggas came up, niggas had problems with that shit. But when I came around, motherfuckers, niggas been on hush-hush. Niggas been on hush-hush because they've been allowing these niggas to come on. And that's why I've been the way I've been. I'm like, yo, y'all niggas allowing these niggas to come through? I ain't fucking with y'all. I am not fucking with y'all. Point fucking blank. Point fucking blank. Reason why I always fucked with you, Greedy. Reason why I always fucked the fam that was here, that was literally fucking with us, that was letting us know, like, hey, this nigga is fucking bullshit. This nigga is fucking bullshit. And we've been doing that shit. And these motherfuckers have been still congregating to these motherfuckers and allowing these niggas in. So you know what that means? We gotta let these niggas off. My fault, Mental Ninja. I did put the link up there. You know what I'm saying? I did put the link up there, but I don't think you got it. But I'm gonna drop the link again. I did drop the link like 3 or 4 times. You know what I'm saying? They go to the link again. You know what I'm saying? My fault. You know what I'm saying? I'll take it. I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? My fault. The link is down there. You know what I'm saying? If you can't get it, I'll try to throw the link down there as much as I can. But I did literally put the link down there about 3 or 4 times. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I don't know. I see it this way too. Some people really can't. They can't. I was just saying, can't respect someone else's viewpoints if it doesn't align with theirs. They can't respect it, you know. Like, everybody's not going to agree on all things, you know, especially when it comes to the past, especially, bro. You know, dealing with history and his story and all types of, you know, the code and deciphering, and you trying to, you know, work your way through the maze and put it all together and you understand it. You see it differently and shit. You see it differently. You don't get to build and see and work those differences out simply because you people.
Is that me or are you breaking up?
Somebody else's viewpoint and shit, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that comes from religion. And I think that's like a religion in their mind that makes them see people as their opposition automatically, you know, because they're not as their equal or as they're believed to be brother or sister.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
I get what you're saying, bro. I get what you're saying.
What up with y'all niggas? Chris, what's good with you, dog?
What's going on, Mental? Salute. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. I'm glad you're peace, greedy, balance. I'm glad y'all talking about this because I've been noticing that shit too, man. I'm like, where is it coming from? Because like, you know, I think Greedy kind of has a point. I kind of feel the same way. Like, we might do away with religion as a concept, but like, there's still psychological trauma and effects that it has, especially when considering viewpoints and shit. You know, some people just like, they become so highly antagonized or agitated from a different viewpoint where they feel like they themselves are being challenged as stupid or unintelligent, when it's like, now this dude just has a different perspective. He doesn't feel the same way another person feels on some kind of situation or whatever. And they should be heard, especially when we talk about free thinking and then get to legislating what free thinking is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like especially the Cook shit, bro. Like, I got mixed feelings about the nigga.
Right.
You know, I feel like the nigga's bipolar, honestly. I'm not a doctor, so I really can't give that diagnosis. But when you're cool and you flip, and then you're cool and you flip, and he talking about killing niggas, showing guns, and he goes to the super gay shit.
And kids and shit, yeah.
I remember he said he gonna shoot some kids, shoot you in the yard, or shoot some kids in the yard.
If they stepped on his lawn, yeah.
And then everybody's on. Then he goes into a really in-depth homosexual, you know, saying fucking conversation, accusing other people. It's like, bro, like, you're trying to attack grown men by their manhood, when really it seems like you are the one who's in question with your own. If you feel that's an automatic need to go attack it in that way, argue the fucking claim. Like Chris will argue a claim. You know what I'm saying? I'll argue a claim. Greedy is he'll suggest argument over a claim and shit, but he's not really. He's like probably the most unbiased personality on YouTube that I deal with and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's I think he sets a good standard. But it's like, I don't know, man. Especially after this debate shit, everybody's like just vying for fucking just to be right, nigga. We just want to discuss things.
Right. Yeah. And the thing is, like, a lot of people think I care if I'm right. To be honest, 9 times out of 10, family, I'm trying to find out if this person claims is right. I'm not worrying about if I'm right or not because I'm asking a question. I don't care if I'm right at this point. If anybody understand really what I'm trying to, I don't care if I'm right. Being right and being wrong is not the point, is not my point. So if you get my point, my point is understanding our living situation of what people talk about, of how they understand things. And a lot of people are not really in cahoots with that, because they always express something else. And that's not something that I'm stating or something that whatever the case may be. That's something that they're going through, and I understand that, and that's okay, because I'm still going through my cahoots as well. But I can't understand my cahoots. I can't understand anything else unless this person right here is going through the same shit that I'm going fucking through. And I can't put fucking language terms of what the fuck I'm going through while this person is going through his shit, and it's just happening right in front of me. It's just a fucking problem. No, I need to know what the fuck is going on with this person if I have relations with this person. Just like anybody else within your neighborhood, within your segment, within any part of your reality, you have to understand what the fuck is going on. And this is what I try to understand is what's going on, not more of who's living in this land, what's living on this land. No, what the fuck is actually fucking going on? Because I have me here and I have somebody else that's not of me here. And then I have somebody else of me, not of me, but half and half, and still saying I'm of you. You know what I'm saying? So the best way for me not to get screwed in the bullshit is to understand what all both demographics is coming from. I don't have a problem shutting the fuck up and understanding where people are coming from. That's easy to me, but that's not easy to the people that's around us. And that's when it comes to a lot of the confrontation, because I try to bring that, okay, I'm not, okay, cool, we can talk, we can do this, I'm not here, but they are. So what do I do with that? You see what I'm saying? I don't know what to do with that. So if maybe somebody can give me some better pointers on understanding how to deal with people that's in that totem, let me know so I can understand more of our people or the more demographics of our people, and we won't go into the shit, because I'm not trying to offend or defend our people. I've always been here backing up our people. I just don't understand why I'll look at the person that's against them. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Hey, like what I'm seeing is like, is individuals want other individuals to inherit their hatred. Like, bro, like the nation building thing is a cool idea. It's a political concept that's been around for fucking ever. That's how they get communism kicking and capitalism and socialism and democracy that we think we're under when it's not even democratic. Chris told him like, hey, bro, did they hit you up, man? Chris be like, hey, nigga, they hit me up and asked me my views on this one thought as far as the congressional committee, and it's going to be heard. That shit don't happen on the local level, the independent level with the people and shit, right? And then like if motherfuckers like, we all pretty much have a universal agreement that this shit is fucked up for the people of color of us in America, the way it's set up. But then like, we don't really, I can't say like I can actually point the finger at a certain individual. We talk about the system or the establishment or the government or the elite or the ultra rich or whatever. But if you don't like if people don't jump on that bias train, then they're gonna attack you. You'll be the fucking reason why. This is the problem. People like you, and what they will try to do is remove your fucking color scheme. Like you won't get pulled over and shot to death for being black anymore because the panel don't agree with you. And I think this is what it is. That's what YouTube does.
Mental. I don't know if you was there, but the crazy thing about it is these niggas said, "What's your nationality?" Like in the sense of trying me, like I don't know myself. I gave them my nationality and what I go by, and all of them was like, "Oh well, yeah, I respect that."
Bro, but a whole hour to call you a nigga, G. That's weird. That's weird. It's weird as hell. That's all I was getting at. They was trying to call dude.
What happened?
Salute, y'all. What's good? What's the word? No, I'm just on here to add to what's being said, because this is how I've been feeling for some time. Like really, I'll be saying this, at least these last few times on these bills. Like, what are we really talking about? I understand entertainment purposes, but a lot of this boss idea of building, what is that really leading to? Like, I'm not seeing no building at all. But to get to the point that I was
we want to have a YouTube fucking state, a YouTube nation of panels and likes, shares, and subscribes. Like, I know I can see where Chris is putting in his work amongst the YouTube community, because I see this nigga overlays on people's shit. That's dope. I see Greedy and Chris. Actually, I think Chris really was the one who started it first. Was showcasing other local artists that he deals with on his platform. That's support and shit. You know what I'm saying? He not saying everybody go buy that music, but he gonna play it. If niggas rock with it, they gonna rock with it. And Greedy does the same thing.
But that's better than niggas sitting here complaining about niggas' music and not promoting the music that could actually alter the bad music they talking about. Like, that's the thing. We be on here talking about horrible situations going on in society, but it's like, what's the alternate that's leading the way? Like, if we see in a direction, why follow the people that don't got the right direction? That don't make sense.
Hey, Rick. Hey, look, and I've seen you come in peaceful and really transparent, and from an unbiased, weighing out both situations, both sides, like Chris was talking about, right? But like, check it. We're talking about building a nation. Let's say I'm about to get in shape, and I'm on YouTube 20 hours a day talking about getting in shape. I haven't lifted a single weight or altered anything except for sitting on my ass and shit. You know what I'm saying? Where's the actual effort? And what I think people are looking for is some fucking YouTube demonstration that people are putting in work, and niggas will actually question, what are you doing for the people? Most niggas is talking about that they're doing shit for the people, and they're just on YouTube talking about something that they're not doing. And that's politics. They make it sound so sweet, waxing poetic. But I know Chris. I met that nigga in LA. You know what I'm saying? And I know he does his thing. I'm not saying it's for the whole people of the United States or whatever, the world, but he does the thing that he can for the people that's around his network and shit that he can cause the most effective. But it starts with himself. You feel me?
Do you know how absurd that is to think that in the scale of things, one could really save a multitude of people? Like, that's the trippy part about it. Like, I understand, and on the scheme of things, you want to be with people who are like-minded and being able to do what it do. But it's like, how many more people like-minded do we need in order to do what we have to do? Like, I feel like this is what the numbers we've already managed. It's like, how much more people is we looking to get? Like, we already said, you can't save everybody. Like, those that get it will get it.
Hey, only a handful of niggas showed up in LA. I don't know how many people knew about it. I know a lot of people knew about it. Only a handful of niggas showed up. But check this out real quick. Hey, look. Hey, check this out, right? No bullshit. Is like they people have removed the idea of Jesus Christ as their savior, and now their new Jesus is this nation. Like, we look at our nation now, nigga. How are we gonna fucking niggas will be trying to niggas is killing each other? You know what I'm saying? Greedy said it's like it seems to be a lot of religion still in place, and I totally understand it. I still have aspects in my own life where I do things religiously, based on fear and safety and shit, heaven and hell. It might not be heaven and hell, but I might make some moves based on, oh my God, I want to fuck up, or I think this will be safe. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bro, like to me, the real niggas is the niggas that do this panel shit, and we just talking about shit. We might just have jokes the whole fucking time, bump music. But this new shit, bro, this debate thing it seems to be a lot of ego trying to be, I'm the smartest, I have the best images. And then if you don't agree with me, we're in the fucking, like, the niggas try to use that jab. Like, all they can say about me is that I took the vaccine. Well, I don't even believe in the vaccine or but still took it. They don't even know what to do with that. And I'm in a secret society. I took an oath. That's like the only they can never, motherfuckers. Chris will do it. Chris will be like, bro, that Chinese emperor shit. He'll attack a claim. You know what I'm saying? But to be like, oh, basically it's almost like the same shit crackers do to me, bro, for having a need to pull me over. Well, they said this, that, and the other thing. No, it's because I'm black. And niggas are attacking people based on that same ideology. It's still racism amongst the people.
You know what? That last word you hit, ideology, is very key here. And despite how people feel about it, when you go and just look at the full, if you were to line up the ideologies side by side and remove the titles of the individuals that believe in the ideologies, I bet you would find out that a lot of these ideologies are very similar and closer than what you think. And that's would be the surprising part about if people really paid attention. Because even all this hatred that begins spewed weekly, which is understandable depending on how you go about it. But to see the repetitiveness of saying someone's been putting you down for this long without you going back and making something of yourself now, that's why, like OG Greedy was saying, like, I really had to stop back and look at myself like, yo, why are you losing yourself to these other people in the sense of thinking you got to build with them when obviously no one's really that serious about building in regards to the whole. when it's an individual journey. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. It's like you really begin to realize how much more powerful you are when you're an individual compared to a group. Because now you got to sit there and give up this idea to be able to fit in with this person because they don't see it this way. So now you got to switch up the way you even present the idea because if you don't, now this person gonna get mad about this. So the whole dialogue and the whole way it's put together off rip is already weird. So it's like again, why not be an individual amongst other individuals who get that as well? But that's the thing.
Because and I fucks with everything you just said, Ricky. The reason why you don't do the individuality is because the individuality has been brought on the concept of then after the strong points of the meanings or the strong points of the word has been taken toll, then now everybody would be allowed to have their own meaning within something. But let's just say me, you, and greed have the same meaning. Do you know how powerful that is? If we come to the conclusion of left and right, and we all come to a different meaning of left and right, but it all still means the same. Do you understand the power that we all have? Just me, you, and greedy.
And that's the thing, bro. Like the group, the collective will always be at threat of extermination or fucking extinction by the existence of an individual. An individual who appears to be sovereign. An individual to the group is basically a wolf / shepherd / sheep because it follows its own command. And the group is like, well, if this individual, the group can kill the individual and the group will be protected because it gets to be the group. But as long as the individual exists, the group can be, it has to balance, it has to fucking polarize itself for survival and shit. The independent individual, it doesn't need to be survival because it knows it has itself, it will always have itself, and understand that there's like-minded cells out there, you know, stars in their own orbit and shit. And like, I think this YouTube shit is, it's been a big ass digression going on, bro, over the past maybe month and a half, especially with the intermingling and the cross pollination, not in a negative way, of the Pan-African, Aboriginal, Indigenous thing, because we went to talking about like all kind of other sciences or whatever, to like who was here first. Like, nigga, I was here when I was born. I don't know who really was here before me, but I'm the first me, nigga. Can I be that? Nope. You have to pick fucking the answer to a million years ago. Like, but
and
what
you
about
know
me?
what's so absurd though about that, Ninja, is that's the basic knowledge that all of us could literally step into, but yet motherfuckers would rather sit there and go back to early 1700s and even before that and act like they really gonna be able to piece together the ideas of what life is. Like, what the fuck going on?
I'm saying it, brother. That's what I'm saying. Like, very simple. We all and it's not important to us. People instead of
I'm trying to catch you. I'm trying to catch you saying yo, yeah. I'm about to say yo, Mike. I'm trying to catch you saying because I know you adding on.
Yeah, you got a little Omicron. Hey, greedy. Yo, Mike got a little Omicron variant in it.
No, I don't think that's greedy.
No. I think greedy. Well, hold on.
Hey, Bounce, you all have feedback too.
Tiff, I think that might be your mic. Yeah, there you go, right there. Greedy, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, Greedy.
Yeah, that's what I was speaking on earlier and shit, bro. Like, I've been seeing this shit constantly. Like, we all know our origin. We all know. Mental, you just said it's very simple. I said this shit down there a year ago on my thing. Like, you ain't indigenous to nothing but your goddamn mama's womb.
Exactly.
That's what indigenous to and shit, you know, but that's not important to us and shit, you know, like that alone and shit is not good enough and shit for your entitlement and shit to your freedom and shit. Like, you gotta, like, you gotta go all the way back to motherfucking, you know, the colonial period.
Greedy. No. That's what they want us to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want us to do. When we have a direct connection to our great grandmother, You don't need no DNA test. You don't need no swab test. You don't need no spit test. You don't need none of that. When you directly connected to your great grandma, do you know what that means? That means you can talk to your grandmother and say, baby mama, where am I from? Who am I? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Hey, even Chris,
you can directly go to the horse and say, who am I? And that's what they just trying to get you to understand.
Did your grandma write it down though, Chris?
When the thing is when you have a direct connection, you don't need a test.
You don't need no intermediary, bro. Like when niggas put that shit back before like 1500s or 2000 years ago and shit, they can they're setting a stand. This is what it does. It opens the door for the same thing we've been talking about, escaping from this mentals, government, fucking establishment, religio bullshit, autocracy, where our lives are dictated to us by who has the most information. Bro, a white man teaching black history is the same thing as a motherfucker on YouTube telling me about my grandparents. And look, I sat with my mom's brother just passed away 3 days ago, right? Uh-huh. And my grandma passed away in February, so my mom was the only one left, right? And I listened to my mom and my dad tell stories. They're divorced, but my dad came and was there for my mom. You know what I'm saying? And they told a story about their life before, like a month or two before I was born. I never knew about. So I'm learning because basically grandma or mom, tell me about your life, because that will help me understand my life. I have a direct lineage connection because you are my mom. And yeah, we all come from our mother, but we still constantly come from our own experience ourselves. And what happens is when you have groups that want to sever that connection, they can insert anything ad lib to define you that isn't even you, and it becomes artificial intelligence.
Ninja. Exactly. I'm gonna add this to what you just said. That's like what they do with you in the hospital with your mother. They take you from her, and then they implement their care in the middle instead of your mother doing it for, yourself. So that's a key point that you just made for sure. It's like they're taking away from source, even though you are source, but you came out of source as well, if you get what I'm saying.
Like, the whole Aboriginal, bro, I'm just like in question sometimes. I do like the concept. I do see a lot of validity if within my own, not genetic, mental, emotional, spiritual connection with my own family, my mom, my grandma, my great grandma. I know I have direct native descent. My great grandma was a fucking black ass fucking native, 100% named Deer Snowbird, birth certificate shit, right? But what's happening is with the Pan-African, Aboriginal, Indigenous, is we're having an alternate, almost like that Star Trek Borg shit. Those robots that want to assimilate everybody into their construct, which removes you from your own experience, and now they can dictate to you. They can change something in the Matrix, and you see a fucking glitch, and you're calling the glitch out. They're like, "No, everything's like it's supposed to be." And basically, like I said, bro, it could sometimes I question a lot of the show on YouTube because it almost seems like a governmental campaign to mold people's minds, seeing how they group up. Remember, YouTube is ran off of AI. You know what I'm saying? And that AI could be programmed to pick up. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to piggyback on what you said. Yeah, AI, exactly as in COINTELPRO. You know what I'm saying? So that's letting you know that you always will have agents around you.
Bro, look, ever since I've been subscribed to a couple Aboriginal channels, and it's weird because now I'm getting I don't even subscribe to half these motherfuckers that are popping up as online. I'm like, who is this person? Who is this person? Who is this person? I'm sitting there watching TV and I'm like, man, I see a TV commercial for his new fucking video game. I'm like, damn, bro, that's a dope ass game. And I look on Facebook and that bitch is there too. I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
The observation of the whatever, they bro. And for me, bro, I'm staunchly, I said this earlier on OG's panel and shit, because OG doesn't like me a lot of times because of my views and because I took the vaccination. I don't believe in it. And because I'm in a secret society, and it's like, you can't do those things and be part of us. Like, nigga, you don't need me to accomplish your YouTube nation. You don't need me. Y'all can do it just the way y'all want. But I'm against any fucking system, anybody, any group, any fucking deity that tells me who I am going to be if I can't understand for myself, because I'm the one who's living out this experience. You know, that's like the nigga tell me, that's like we go on a panel of a nigga we don't know, and he's telling me about what me and Chris Cyphers talked about in LA when that nigga wasn't even there. Just because a lot of people believe don't mean it's true.
Right. Mm-hmm. A lot of motherfuckers thought we motherfucker was fighting it and all this other bullshit and shit. But we kept the shit very fucking respectful, you know what I'm saying?
Authentically too. Because there was still that element, but like this is where YouTube, I don't think this will work for everybody on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We had an opportunity to transcend, you know, talking shit on YouTube. And I'm pretty sure that we will still carry out our agenda if the circumstances may have been different and shit, but we met up and shit, and we was like, you know what? We came to our own conclusion. That was a brother and brother type shit. We became brothers at that point and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And we could talk about this. And with the YouTube, there's a separation and segregation because of the screen. Mm-hmm. There's a couple niggas on YouTube that I'm like, those niggas would be the niggas I'll be at their house all the time when I'm smoking weed and shit and hanging out. Greedy Vegans, Sir Drops, Huey P's. You know what I'm saying? There's some dope ass niggas and shit. But a lot of these niggas, bro, I would probably not be hanging around just because their mentality is really fucking hateful and shit. Even though they preach free thinking and love and my brother this and my brother that. I'll say this. I entertain a lot of people because it's YouTube. I know a lot of other people I fuck with on YouTube do vibe with these people. I don't really like that much, but it doesn't mean that I'm gonna fucking shit on this person and shit on my homeboy too. I'm gonna keep it level. You know what I'm saying? And just go through the fucking motions.
I mean, just to add to that, that's what I be saying, like trying to keep it balanced. Because most of the time when I be coming on the panels on certain platforms, it be like the whole premise of argument be the same premise, but just being said differently. And it's like, okay, again, on the terms of when it comes to building, although again, Ninja, you might have that jab, whatever, I may not have it. There's still a lot of stuff that we often agree upon and maybe even disagree upon, but it's still in a respectful fashion. So it's like, you know, at what point, maturity level wise, does one conduct himself as a god, as a creator, as all this shit that's been stated? Like when am I gonna see the characteristics of these individuals? Like, or unless, you know, the characteristics I have been seeing is which is the best description to show that action, then, you know, that might make sense. And that's what I said earlier in the chat about the whole nigga thing, is if we are saying that we are niggas, and Chris said, you know, he's not fucking with that, based off of his explanation on why he says he doesn't want to be called a nigga, was the prime example of the niggish behavior we just seen. Niggas still trying to force the idea, being ignorant, even though the man just clearly stated out of respect he wasn't fooling with it. Like, you know, again, a lot of time we be wasting when it don't even gotta be wasted. So that, like, I don't know. Y'all,
hey, let me give a disclaimer real quick. Yeah, I say nigga a whole lot, right?
It's
hey,
weird
Chris.
It's weird as fuck to the point where it's just like I try to make it simplified for the bro, and the reason why I did that is just because so maybe he can feel some type of way, you know, if somebody's calling him something. So when I come to this, I'm just like, bro, I don't want to be called a bitch when when dudes are having a discussion and somebody feel like, you know, that word may be suitable. So I'll just be like, you know, hold on, I'm not a bitch because you don't want to be called a bitch. You don't want your family to be called a bitch, and you don't want anybody else to be called a bitch. And I'm saying that in the same sense as I don't want to be called anything that disrespectful or something that I don't represent. So it don't have to be a bitch. I don't want to be represented as something that you calling me and I'm accepting. Because if I accept what you call me, then I accept what any other person call me.
Open up doors.
Right. It opened up that window. It opened up that door. And I don't want to do that because that's not me. And everybody know, like, yo, bro, Chris don't want to be called a bitch. He's gonna let you know he don't want to be fucking called a fucking bitch. And that's point blank. It's
but you see, respect.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Go
to
ahead.
add
Go
to your
ahead.
point, but you see how weird that is though? Like this the
Mhm.
premise of just thinking. Like why the fuck does that even gotta be expressed? That's what I'm saying.
That
Like I feel
part.
like mentally people are going backwards. Like I like this is conversations that we was having in kindergarten. I vividly remember being in art class for the first time with a whole bunch of kids and them saying treat others how you want to be treated. Like these are like
Right.
breakdowns and principles that still stuck with me all the way up to this point. So as I begin to get out there in the real world or the working world, like they say, and see older people acting more immature than even the kids that were in kindergarten, it's kind of astonishing. You know what I'm
It's
Hey,
saying?
religion.
no,
It's
another thing
religion.
too.
Nigga. It's religion, bro. Just like I was explaining to you, bro. It's the same thing as me. Give you a prime example and shit, bro. Like when I became a vegan and shit, bro. Like I had this religious aspect about me still in my mentality to where I was looking at people. I was looking at the world crazy just because I was a vegan and shit. Like I would be at work. It don't matter if it was my damn moms. It don't matter who it was and shit. Damn baby moms and shit, man. When they would pull out some meat, and I would look at that shit like, man, you motherfuckers is disgusting and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just have this fucking mentality about myself and shit. But I I had to realize and shit that I couldn't look at the world like that. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell my mama, the woman who birthed me, the woman who umbilical cord I was clipped from, and try to direct her and tell her how she should be in her life. You see what I'm saying? Like I get me learning things and me starting to, know that I have a mind of my own and I can think on my own, but it does not become my duty to try to reverse my mother, my creator, the source where I come from. So I take that same respect that I would have for my mother and my grandmother and any one of my aunts or uncles or cousins and take that same respect out into the world and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it and shit. Like everybody's not gonna think like me and shit. Everybody ain't gonna go through the shit that I went through that got me thinking this way. So I understand that shit, bro. So I think that's my basis of having that mutual respect for all and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I can
Hey,
have a
check.
conversation with anybody and not get triggered by any fucking thing and shit. Motherfucker really got to take me there for
Hey,
me
check
for
this
the
out.
game. You know what I'm
Hey, Dave
saying?
Chappelle said this one thing on one of his Netflix specials. He said, I support anyone's right to be who they want to be. My question is, to what extent do I have to participate in your self-image? You know what I'm saying? And that's where religion comes in. You know what kind of, we have this cancel culture thing going on with the Pepe Le Pew, with the Dave Chappelle thing, cancel culture. And like, for all we know, I'm just going to put this out there, just we could talk about it for everybody's consideration. They don't have to consider or conform or nothing like that, right? But it almost seems like the cancel culture idea is like they're implanted in many people's minds where they want to cancel out other people's culture because it doesn't agree with what they think culture is for themselves. And it's like, like for Greedy, right? He's a vegan. I remember when I was a vegan, I got sober. I had the same outlook. I thought it was what we do is we look at other niggas that eating meat and make sure that they know that they're sinning and they're going to go to fucking vegan hell and shit or meat eater hell and shit. Like, so like if a vegan or a vegan, so like Greedy vegan, right? So if you're vegan, does my existence as non-vegan stop you in any way from carrying out your fucking duties as a vegan to yourself?
Not at all, bro.
And that's beautiful. Like, I don't push OT on people. I don't push the Lima on people. I don't push A on people. But what I do is I talk about it because just in case in eventuality, somebody's like, you know what? I like the things you say about the OTO shit. I want to learn more. Or I like what you talk about Lima. I want to learn more. Or what? I want to talk about the AA shit.
Check this out, bro. Because we've been here conversing so many times, in so many ways that even if you was to come on here and say, hey, I see what the fuck you talking about, you know what I'm saying? That's enough to even have another person to come on here and be like, bro, I see what the fuck you talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, you specifically don't have to talk in that way because I'm gonna say this, We've all talked about that. We all talked about in our own ways how we congress to whatever we understand, or whatever we come across. We came across to each other's understanding, regardless if it was to what I fully understand or what you fully understand. We still came to the congression to the point there where we understand there is a comical point that where we meet and we understand each other. I'm not understanding what motherfuckers are not understanding, because my brothers understand what the fuck I understand or I don't understand. And in the same way, other side, I understand what you understand, on my focal point. You see what I'm saying?
Because they still
we have these Congress, we have these points where we come together, and then we on these other channels and motherfuckers not understanding, and we like, what the fuck is going on?
Because niggas still talking about Humpty Dumpty and trying to figure out the process on which order he fell and if he actually fell, and if like that's the shit. It's like, bro.
And was it scrambled? Was it eggs Benedict? Was it overeaten, medium, light, fried, hard, poached? You know what I'm saying? And was he even an egg?
Dumpty was perfect.
It's like, what part of his head did his head land first, or did his feet? Because the nigga's
Right.
an egg, nigga.
Which hell cracks, my nigga? Like, which one?
Hey, look, hey, Chris, you talking about understanding, right? There's like a prevailing fucking ideology that people aren't looking for other people to understand them. They're looking for them to stand under them and glorify them as this new savior and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you put me on a cross, all you gonna see is my fucking balls, my nigga. So don't put me on no pedestal and shit. I'm an equal nigga.
Right.
Hey, look.
Right.
That part, mental. That
you know,
part.
and I think like I've been noticing, saying with the like, I don't know if it's just me in my own demographic here in Vegas on my own phone and shit, but I've been noticing who's been popping up and who's not been popping up, getting involved on the chats in certain panels and shit. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really seen you that much and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, maybe it's a digression for a pause and everybody get their shit together and motherfuckers reorganize like, hey, man, what do I want to vibe with on YouTube? What don't I want to vibe with on YouTube? I'm just glad we talk about this. And Ricky, look, one thing I've noticed too is I'm not impartial or biased towards women or younger people being on panels and shit. I'm still young myself compared to the next person, right? But then when people open the door to simpism, this is a new fucking fascist state. It's called simpism, where niggas want to be like, oh, there's a woman, and fucking like do some fucking weirdo shit for the woman that they won't do for the next man. That does not show unity. And be like, oh, because the kid is, how old are you? Oh, you're 15. Like now you fucking uncock your guns and put them back in your holster. You're not gonna kill this dude. But as soon as you turn 18 and try to slay this motherfucker, like he's a monster and shit. Where's the even kill treatment and shit? It's not being represented. And what we have is the bias shows up as I'm picking and choosing who I want to be cool with because it makes me look good in front of the public eye. Fuck the fucking public eye. Be you and do you and just like that.
That part. Woo! That part, Green. That oh my God, mental, that part, bro. Like, God, man. Okay.
Well, what I find interesting is like as I sit back and like study the energy of this conversation, it's just like, again, I can imagine from where we all stand in our world, we don't all agree upon everything, but from this point of view on what we are able to gather with our own perspectives, we're able to come to some kind of agreement. And it's like, you mean to tell me at all these bills, there's not been a point in topic where that's actually able to be the case? Like, well, I don't think at one point we've argued at all on here. There's not been a bitch nigga. There's not been this or that, or a derailing a conversation. We've been consistent on the way we've been held in this conversation, from start to finish.
Right.
So I do appreciate this bill because again, this is more confirmation to me that as one of the younger ones that actually tune in this type of community, that I'm not going crazy and I am seeing things slightly, possibly right, You know, at least from what I'm gathering off of what we speaking on. So it's much appreciated.
I mean, look, one thing is like, I think sometimes that when we use that word community and shit, it's like it doesn't do justice and shit. I look at it as we are individuals that network with like-minded individuals. And occasionally we come into network with individuals that are not like-minded and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because like Chris Cypher's got the smokers lounge. So I know I'm coming here. I don't smoke. I smoke cigarettes, but I'm gonna lounge up and we're gonna talk whatever. Bro, sometimes we did have 4-hour streams on this nigga shit. And all we did was talk shit and joke and clown. Some of the funniest nights of my whole 40 years happened on this fucking channel, bro. When what that nigga Raphael said, the Swiss Army tooth, nigga, killed me, nigga, killed me. You know what I'm saying? To like 3 a.m. So like, I think there's a lack. There's becoming a lack on certain panels of fucking what's the word? Flexibility. It's become so rigid. We only got, it's like it's breeding the fucking Karen mentality and shit. And what it looks like is almost like the Uncle Tom, or not the Uncle Tom, but that porch nigga that gets to pick and choose who's gonna be the next house. Not the porch nigga. There's the house nigga, the porch nigga, and the field nigga. Sorry if I said nigga too many times, Chris. But I hope you understand what I'm saying, right?
You good, bro? You good?
And you have all these different positions trying to hate on the other person, like, bro, but the system don't look at you any different. They use you to be divisive against each other.
And
that's
what
bro,
I want to say, man.
I
feel like it's creating. Let me just get in. What up, y'all? Much love to y'all.
Salute.
I feel like y'all said everything, like everything that needs to be said. And I just want to add on, like, I feel like YouTube ain't used to be like that. It was more of a place where you can actually come together and just share your thoughts and then build upon that. And then you go your separate ways. Saying. And now it's more like, when did this shift happen? Like, everybody want to battle each other's, brain power and all this knowledge. And really, it's like you guys said, it's all coming to the same understanding at the end of the day. So what's the point, really? We wasting time.
Yeah, like I respect that everybody doesn't feel the same way I feel on certain topics and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, I do get to, feel respect and honor when I get to talk about things that are important to me and just share them because somebody might like it and shit. You know what I'm saying? And not attack me, bro. Cause like sometimes I feel the same way when a fucking white security guard follows me around the store, or when a fucking old white lady grabs her purse cause I'm walking by and I'm in a rush to get to work. She thinks I'm gonna steal from her. As some of these niggas that be coming at me and shit like I'm not black anymore. And you're gonna be like, okay, well, you're part of the problem. You're the one who fell into this system. All this dumbass shit, like in public, I might sock you, nigga. Then I'm really going to fucking jail and I'm really the fucking problem. You know, I think the YouTube shit, I don't know, bro. I'm going to say, like I said, I think there's something, I'm not trying to get into the superstitious or dogmatism or spookism, but it seems like there's a definite change in the way algorithms work. And it doesn't seem it's been to the benefit because this debate shit has been lingering a lot more. And we just came off a really heavy vax and anti-vax fucking trip. And for all we know, YouTube is basically designed to find out what we're talking about and use that against each other to destroy anything we can possibly build. So like, I'm happy to have this fucking conversation tonight, if it might be only one night in all of eternity until we, the regular fucking banner kicks back off tomorrow.
Hey, mention it, like real shit, bro. Like you speaking on it's the realness and shit. People have to. The way I see it, bro, just being real, though, bro. A lot of people and shit, they have to appease their avatar. They put on a certain image out to the people. Yeah, a certain image, a certain display that they didn't display for the people, and they have to keep it up. They have to live to it and shit now. So, it takes them away from being their real selves and shit. Like I remember I lost a follower and shit, I didn't give a fucking shit, the dude was cussing me out in the chat. I don't know if it was a dude or a sister and shit, a brother or a sister, cussing me out in the chat. And like, we supposed to be doing this and that and shit, and you want me to fucking go backwards. I'm not speaking on anything going backwards. It was the emphasis of exactly what we're speaking on now. The respect for other people's fucking free thinking for themselves and shit. Like I was just giving a good example and shit. Like, if my mom's or which is someone who is very close to me and shit, my uncle, any one of my homeboys I done grew up with for fucking 30 years, been knowing them for 30 years, we was falling off fucking big wheels together and shit, scraping ourselves up and shit. If they was to go and shit and still be a Christian to this day, or still a Muslim to this day, or choose to go get a vaccine, or been getting vaccines every year and shit like that.
Every day, nigga.
I still respect them and shit, because that's my people. I'm not gonna look at them differently and shit. They still showed up at the hospital when I was down, regardless if he was over my bed praying for me, whatever the fuck, he was there. You see what I'm saying? Real shit. I'm not gonna let the bullshit get in the way of me building it and keeping a bond that don't need to be fucking broken. Did you see what I'm saying?
Especially when that shit just got established.
Crazy thing is for me, these motherfuckers talk about how they so in tune with nature and all this other shit. Soon as I pop on here with a snake, these niggas start asking questions. What's your snake doing? Like
jacking off, nigga. Don't worry about him.
I was just like, so nigga, you are so in tune with nature that you sitting here huffing and puffing, bitch nigga, and you asking me fucking questions about a juvenile fucking snake that don't even give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit don't make fucking sense to me, and this is why I be like, yo, this shit don't make sense. Because when I put out the fucking real shit, like the real shit, these niggas got nothing to say. Every time I point these niggas out about nature because they're so in tune with nature, these niggas are always on hush mouth. They're always, I'm dealing with nature. So how are you going to tell me about nature?
You could be like, nigga, I'm the beast. You be like, I'm the beast master, nigga. Now say something. Say something else, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm gonna read some that I was in a meeting earlier and shit, and somebody read something from the 12 and 12 that fucking just hit me like a ton of bricks, right? And this is what it says. It says, finally, we begin to see that all people, including ourselves, are to some extent emotionally ill as well as frequently wrong. And then we approach true tolerance and see what real love for our fellows actually means. It will become more and more evident as we go forward that it is pointless to become angry or to get hurt by people who, like us, are suffering from the pains of growing up. When I heard that shit, nigga, I was like, nigga, that's fucking truth. On all that's AA shit, bro. But that shows how much universal concepts is inside of concepts when they become universal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, check this out. Check this out. This is what I mean by when I say like when I come to now, I tell these motherfuckers exactly what I'm saying. I don't have to talk anymore because I am here with, bro. How many times y'all seen my snakes kiss my face? How many times y'all seen?
I didn't even know snakes had lips, nigga. So this is the first for me.
Look, check this out. Niggas could talk all that shit about nationality and nature and all that shit until they get close with nature. You ain't saying shit to me.
Yeah, you gotta build that rapport.
Point blank. They can say shit to y'all, and the reason why I will let a nigga answer the question, I will shut up, because them niggas think. They think in reciprocal, that was my answer, but it was never my answer in from the get-go. So when them niggas cannot even cooperate with nature itself, you're not saying nothing to me. You're doing everything opposite of what we're talking about. Family, do we understand?
Niggas don't even know what's on the back of their products that they consume. So, at this point, it's like you say, if you really not trying to make them corrections, them changes for real, then we seen it for what it is. And that's the thing. I think a lot of people got to start questioning. No, this is YouTube, so I don't expect anyone to start trying to show their life improvements on here or whatever the case is. But in the real world, here's the thing. I ain't seen so many people out here screaming and shouting all these traditions that niggas is claiming on here. I could tell you that straight up. These must be the working people. Because I know myself including, I've had to wear it, still got to wear it. So I'm not going to be here faking and flogging and acting like a nigga got everything together. But in the same, on that same token, it's like I know I have the ability to get there, and I'm going to. So I'm not gonna be on here faking the funk just because a nigga got to be able to be in a certain category. Because in the midst of trying to decide whether I'm this or that, how's that got me any closer to getting food in my belly? How's that got me any closer to be able to be self-sufficient? We just had that build the other day, and was it John America? He got turned around just because his whatever.
That shit was fucked up.
That was a little weird. I'm gonna be real. That was a little weird. I understood kind of where people were coming from, but that was weird because we was talking about solar panels, and he had some good shit I was personally trying to use for self that could have helped.
And then they put his skin color on trial.
Bro. The crazy thing about solar panels, a motherfucker like, if you trying to boast about solar panels can get installed on your home for free.
Yeah.
So what are you boasting about a motherfucking service that anybody can get on their fucking home? Hold on. You've been boasting about motherfuckers need to goddamn do their own shit and get to their motherfucker. But you don't have solar panels that could be free for you. Oh my God. What the fuck is going on with people's minds?
Hey, you can't transmit something you ain't got. you feel me? Ain't no sexually transmitted knowledge, nigga. You gotta fucking learn and get that. Hey, check this out, right? Hey, I'm gonna read something else real quick, but it kind of pertains to what we're talking about. So there's this poet from back in the day named Charles Bukowski. Yeah, he was a white dude, but he's fucking dope, right? And he has this poem called "The Genius of the Crowd." The Genius of the Crowd. Anybody can look it up. And it's like an excerpt from it. It says, "The genius of the crowd. There is enough treachery, hatred, violence, absurdity in the average human being to supply any given army on any given day. And the best at murder are those who preach against it. And the best at hate are those who preach love. And the best at war, finally, are those who preach peace. Beware the average man, the average woman. Beware their love. Their love is average. They seek average, but there is genius in their hatred. There's enough genius in their hatred to kill you, to kill anybody, not wanting solitude, not understanding solitude. They will attempt to destroy anything that differs from their own. Not being able to create art, they will not understand art. They will consider their failure as creators only as failures of the world. Not being able to love, they will believe your love incomplete, and then they will hate you, and their hatred will be perfect, like a shining diamond, like a knife, like a mountain, like a tiger, like hemlock, their finest art. Bro, when I first heard that shit, I was like, nigga, that's the world, nigga. And sometimes I'm like, man, why do I feel like I don't fit in? Because like, that's what I'm up against. And I'm not even up against it. I'm up against trying to deal with it. I'm always trying to change. Like, bro, that's the state of people. They're average and they seek average. And a person who can't create music or overlays might not like Chris Cyphers because he can. A person that can't understand nature will be questioning and want to have setup questions for Chris Cyphers because he's holding a fucking snake and they can't understand what that relationship is built on and based upon because they themselves don't want that relationship. So why would they want to even see it in existence?
Mm-hmm. I definitely feel what you're saying, bro. That's dope. It's a nice explanation.
It's like it's really becoming, people are impotent. They don't even know it. They don't have new thoughts of their own. They look to the group thought and that's the fucked up thing. Like, I like the Aboriginal concept, but it came to me is like, well, damn, if anybody can change the narrative on what they want to identify as, can I change my own too? Even if it doesn't mean that I have to identify as what they want me to identify as, they don't need me in my identification. I like the 5%ers idea of the original man, right? But I thought about it again, like, nigga, I really am the original man because I'm the first and only that will ever be me. I'm the original mental ninja, the original Zach Nelson. There'll never be another one of me on this earth. I need to own that shit and stop letting people tell me how I forgot or how I didn't get to experience or how they know more about me than I am, and I'm the fucking one learning it.
Yeah.
That's real shit there, bro.
Yeah.
Who the fuck can disagree with that?
No, there's niggas that disagree with that.
I'm not. I'm I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
I'm telling you that be the part and shit what I was talking about earlier and shit, how motherfuckers be religiousizing the shit, how they bunt everybody together and shit and be expecting people to just accept that shit. Like, nah, man, everybody's different and shit, man. You don't know everybody's background and shit. And then, you know, some people's minds and shit just may be on a whole nother train of thought and shit. You know what I'm saying? But does that mean that they not contributing to the cause, or they just not contributing to your cause or what you think needs to be getting done?
Yeah, if that's the case, then why worry about if another nigga wiping their ass and you gotta take your own shit, nigga? Look, and one thing, me myself, I gotta remind myself that this is YouTube, bro. This is social media. You know what I'm saying? And if it wasn't for Huey P putting that meetup together and shit, I might be stuck in certain mindsets and shit. But I got to, like I said, I got to meet Truth and Chris Cyphers and Huey P and a whole bunch of motherfuckers and shit, right? So I got to experience people in the flesh outside of YouTube and have a whole different dimensional aspect of them and shit. That's not just a voice on the fucking screen. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure like Greedy Vegan and Ricky that, you know, the same would be for you if I ever met y'all and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I met Diadek too for like 45 minutes in Milwaukee and shit. And I got to experience the YouTube shit is cool, but it has its limits. And I think a lot of motherfuckers look, they like YouTube so much. They're like fucking Cypher from fucking The Matrix. They want to be uploaded into that shit instead of eating real steak. They want YouTube steaks and shit, nigga. And they more, I think they're more prone for their constantly uploaded so they can really have their fucking nation, nigga.
YouTube steak.
Hey, check this out. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get up out of here. I look at it like this. Either you gonna be the superhero of your story or the villain of your story. Either you gonna sell yourself or you gonna destroy everything. All right, so I wanna get up out of here, man. I'm tired as hell.
Right. And sometimes you got to play both parts, nigga, and understand how that whole game worked. You got to understand the super, like Dr. Doom, bro. He was a super villain for himself, to the Fantastic Four, but he was a hero because he the one got his fucking face burnt off in that fucking experiment and shit, and he got to deal with his own fucking life. You know, Killer Priest said every ghetto Jesus has a Judas Iscariot, and 9 times out of 10 is going to be embodied in the same individual. So niggas got to come with terms of their own life and accept their own existence, and they might be better prone to accept the existence of another person that might be in a shade darker in their own profile than they are.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
You're definitely right.
He took the sense of putting himself before his peoples. So if something was gonna happen, it was gonna happen to him before anybody else. And that was the selfless service that he put out to his fam, to his friends, to the people he cared about. And we are not even doing that to the micro level.
Right.
To the micro level.
Right.
At the end of the day, I know to the micro level when Greedy Vegan comes to me and he got a problem, and if I answer, I'm gonna be there for him.
In that same token,
you know what I'm saying? And mental, the same thing. He can hit me up. A lot of the fam know they can hit me up, and I am going to be there. I don't give a fuck if I'm Elastic Man. I'm gonna stretch my fucking arm out for my brothers, for my sisters, for my loved ones. Point fucking blank. That's the crazy thing about it is on this platform, when it comes to YouTube, regardless or anything or not, there's over 10 people that will let you know Chris will Elastic stretch his arm out for you. Chris would put money in your pockets for you, not for me, for you.
Hey,
Really?
even down to like, it's not even just the YouTube shit, nigga. I had a cigarette. You got a cigarette? I said, yeah. So I don't smoke those kind of cowboy killers. And then I didn't have no cigarettes about 10 minutes later, right? And that nigga, I said, you got a cigarette? He said, yeah. This nigga had the Aboriginal indigenous cigarettes, and not even the real Aboriginal, of course, the Aboriginal, nigga. But look. So the thing, when we brought that thing about Jesus, right? Something that you said, it kind of dawned on me in a new way. I'm not saying that the whole story is a true story, but I can see how psychologically in an individual process, it could be of application. Is what that nigga took the sin on himself. So so other people have to feel it. So basically, if I have an issue, I need to work out my issue myself before I affect the lives of the people around me. And they inherit this fucking issue without their want or need for it and shit. I need to work this out in my own. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had like the alcohol shit and the drugs and shit, I had to fucking take that sin on all the way, nigga. Because it was fucking up my family and shit. I was a tornado every time I came into somebody's life and shit. Now I'm not a tornado no more. I'm like a beautiful ray of sunny sunlight, or Jesus farts, or some crazy ass shit on rainbows, nigga.
Baby Jesus farts.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, by the time me and the brother met, what I can tell y'all is the brother put his hand out, and I had nothing to do but to put my hand out in gracefulness. He said what he said, I said what I said, and I was like, nigga, we still need that talk. At the end of the day, we still had that talk, but we still respected each other. It didn't matter about what was said before. It didn't matter what everybody thought what was gonna happen. The brother extended his hand out, I extended my hand out, and we gracefully respected each other. We shook and we moved on. And we moved on to a better place.
And I had to tell that nigga 3 or 4 times, I don't smoke, niggas, and they kept trying to pass me the fucking weed and shit, but it was all love. Hey, look, we could have easily fucking ruined that whole fucking thing, bro. Easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
He wanted to fight, I wanted to fight. We would have been fighting. As men, we would have been throwing down. At the end of the day, I respectfully, gladly love we handled the way that we did, because it showed more masculine energy for us, and to let us know that we can live, we can coexist, we can move further, we can progress with each other itself with just a small bit of understanding.
Yeah, we both we both grew that day, nigga. That moment we both experienced growth and shit. And like, Chris Cyphers is still fucking Chris Cyphers. Mental Ninja is still fucking Mental Ninja and shit, bro. But like, and I think that's one aspect of where the YouTube thing is becoming like almost like a crack epidemic to the people that are melanated and shit. Because yeah, I understand that we all know there's a problem. We all want to voice our opinions and stuff. But the thing is, we're removing ourselves from actual physical interaction, or that being able to this YouTube shit, where we're becoming these, like Greedy said, these avatars. We're trying to live out our avatars, and we're like, well, you know what? I can be anywhere I fucking want to be, and I could just fucking click off when I'm done, or turn my phone off and shit, or just unsubscribe. I don't got to change nothing. Like, I could point out all the reason that the world's fucked up, but that's just saying that I don't need to change. There's nothing wrong with me. I don't need to change. The world needs to change and shit. Like, bro, maybe like that. Like when I met Chris Cyphers and shit, man, there was some change that needed to happen within me. I had some unresolved issue within my own self, the way I interact with people, that needed to be addressed. And that fucking addressing came through Chris fucking Cyphers.
And it was reciprocated in the same way, because I had to understand a lot of stuff of what was going on. So I had to understand, basically, this is not my situation. and I wasn't brought here. I was invited here. And at the same time, I was like, hey, peoples, things might get, a little bit of tricky when the bro come here, because, it was getting time where he was getting close and he was getting here. So I'm like, all right, family. But it never happened like that. It was so blissful, and much gratitude to the brother, because it was so much respect that we showed each other at the end of the fucking day. And that's what it was about. We still went outside. We had our talk. I offered him fucking like the blunt like 20 fucking times, 30. That's me. I'm sorry. I got that motherfucking habitual fucking habit. Hey, you want to smoke?
Hey, I was the one staying in the rotation, nigga, so I can't blame you.
You what? And he was right next to me. So it was just like, nigga, you want a blunt? So it was like, hey. But at the end of the day, the real part about it, the real understanding was about it is we got to the bottom of what was the crossroads between us, and we didn't cross those roads. We still acted respectfully. We was a men towards each other. You know what I'm saying? If I'm pretty sure if he needed a cigarette, I was there. If I needed a cigarette, he was there. But at the end of the day, it resorted into something that was very respectful besides disrespectful. And that's the one thing I could always respect from a man, even if we have problems or not. You know what I'm saying? If we can keep it cool, we can move it. It doesn't matter how I feel. It doesn't matter how I feel. At the end of the day, that's what we decide. I'm all for it. And I respect the brother day in, day out. He can come here any motherfucking time. He's welcome to my home. And hey, that's bro. To be honest, I'm just letting y'all know that's bro.
Hey, look, and then on top of that, right, about maybe an hour and a half later, we all maybe at 1 o'clock at night, we all walk to the store, nigga, thinking we could take on all of Inglewood.
Yep, all Inglewood. We was ready for somebody to roll up. We was like, nigga, like, yo, just we here.
We got this fucking mask on, looking crazy to the motherfucker, and I'm in my head like, nigga, we'll get tried because they gonna see this thing with a mask and a cape and be like, oh hell no, it's the Super Friends. But look,
before you say that, shout out to True Search in the building. What's going on, bro? Because he was there with us.
That nigga was there too. That nigga weird. He had to make sure we was correct. He went back and got the car and shit.
He did. He and the crazy thing about it is, like, y'all don't know how we operate when we with each other. We was me and the bro was just like, all right, we for it. Truth Search was like, nah, nigga, I know about this shit. I live around here. Truth Search was like, nah, hold up, I'm gonna go ahead and get that hammer. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what really happened, but when it came to that point, I already knew I was gonna do. If something happened, I was going to defend bro. And at that point, something in me was telling me he was going to defend me if something happened. And the crazy thing is not even just that, because we had the other fan with us. So if anything happened, we would have been, da-da-da. But at the end of the day, for the bro, he knew I had his back. And still to this day, to this point, I will have his back. Mental Ninja is what I'm talking about. So point blank. That's my bro. Respect all day.
Hey, on top of that too, right? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I felt like a little awkwardness after, everything was cool and shit, because I still got niggas still gotta process that shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas gotta process and letting themselves off the hook on I'd probably cuss you out like 15 times in the shower, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't even there, nigga, and shit. Now we gotta go through the fucking, the emotions of, they say it can develop into emotional hangover and shit. But I think this is one aspect, and I think this is important too, because since motherfuckers did have that experience, bro, like it was a lot of us out there. It wasn't everybody in all the YouTube shit, but we did some nigga talk about building nations and shit, right? Right. And we was about to be a nation at war, nigga. two separate nations, two independent people that was about to be at war. And what we did was we built a bridge to connect our nations and shit. How they think building nations start? By cussing niggas out and pointing out who's wrong and shit. It starts with fucking networking and communicating to find a common level.
Yeah. That part right there.
Hey, but look, I'm about to get off, nigga. It's 1 o'clock. Oh, I gotta get to work in the morning and shit, nigga. But hey, and my bad for calling you a nigga, but I hope you know what I meant. When I say nigga, I got an acronym for it. Never ignorant, God got awareness. You know what I'm saying? So like when I say that shit, you know how the N word could be used in multi motherfucking variations and shit, you know, to convey a certain understanding and shit. But like, bro, I got nothing but love for you, my nigga. And I appreciate you at least doing this stream because it's been fucking crazy in the YouTube streets. It looked like the pandemic looked like on TV on the YouTube streets the past couple weeks.
Most definitely. Salutes to you. Thanks for coming through.
Peace, brother. Peace, man.
And it's no disrespect because we know each other. And I know you say that word. It was just, you know, let me bring this understanding. If I don't know you, you cannot call me any fucking thing that you just feel like you desire that you want to, because I'm not going to be represented as that. You know what I'm saying? But if you know me and it comes out and it slip out, I'm not worried about it because we know each other. You know what I'm saying? And we know things slip out. We know a lot of repetition comes in within this. So I'm not looking at every word that you saying that make me, you know, that describes me as something else, because I'm not gonna really take it as that. But as someone who don't know me, no, I'm gonna let you get to know me. I'm gonna make you respect me, because at the end of the day, I'm not nothing of what you said. However, I will rather bring in the information and bring in the intelligence to let you know who I am. And if you don't want to take that on, then you don't have to take that on. I'm not here to force that. However, you're not going to call me any fucking thing that you think that I am. Point blank. I don't care if you're my mother. If my mother called me Lil Niglet, she's not going to be allowed to call me Lil Niglet, and I'm going to motherfucking go at her for calling me Lil Niglet. Point fucking blank.
Hey, Chris. Hey, look, you know what niggas spell backwards. If you say nigga backwards, it's again. So I might call you a nigga again, but just know I'm saying again backwards.
I ain't tripping. Hey, you my bro, man. I ain't tripping, man. We ain't said the word in face to face. Man, I ain't even tripping, man. You my bro, man. Like I said, anytime you come through, you already know you welcome. You my bro. Just hit me up. We here, bro, man. You already know the deal. You already know the vibes, man. Fuck all that.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, my agains. Hard shot later.
Salute, bro. Salute, bro. Salute to you and your family, man.
For sure. Good looking. All right, everybody.
So yeah, family, we gonna digress. You know, we gonna, you know.
Hey, this was good and shit, man. Peace to you, Chris. Tiffany.
Most definitely. I mean, I
actually caught this one off the late night and shit, bro. I don't usually catch the late night joints and shit, bro. I caught this one and shit, bro.
Right. I mean, but at the end of the day, I mean, you know, I came up upon, you know, this bill with being agitated according to, you know, the you know, how the community act in the stream and stuff. I don't know ultimately what I'm gonna do, but at the end of the day, what I can say is y'all bring me back to the point where I still want to keep this live. So, I'm here, family. I just can't deal with, you know, the motherfuckers who's just really incompetent on what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? So if we got something going on and we got some other people that's not understanding, then I'm gonna expect everybody to, you know, put in that work to let everybody know, you know, what's going on. But if we got somebody that don't want to let the people know what the fuck is going on, and they just want to just, you know, disrespect and da, you already know I'm not here for that, and I will never let anybody disrespect y'all. So I just don't want nobody disrespecting me. And when it comes to that, I'd rather just go away, chuck them deuces, and just be like, whatever. But at the end of the day, y'all know I fight for y'all. Y'all know I ride for y'all. Y'all know I'm here for y'all. And that's still not going to stop, regardless of anything. Because I love y'all. Y'all my peoples. Y'all my family. And I'm going to continue riding for y'all, you know, regardless of anything. So, you know, I appreciate everybody coming through. And, you know, Greedy.
You said enough. You spoke everything for me also, bro. I'm just like never trying to do this. Salute to everyone and shit, man. The next one and shit, man. You know. Salute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everybody, salute to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everybody out taking care of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Protect your energy. Please protect your energy. The vibes are high. Please, you protect your vibes as well, because your vibes have to do with your energy. So please protect your vibes with your people. Protect your vibe with your fam. Make sure everything is copacetic. You know what I'm saying? Please, fam, look over each other. You have to look over each other, family, because if you don't look over each other, somebody's not going to be there to look over for you. And when you least expect it, somebody might be there looking over for you. You know what I'm saying? So please, family, look over one another. We are very intellectual. We're high priced beings. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean by a sense of money. I mean a sense of value. You have value to give. You have value that's valuable to this world. You have value that's valuable to your young ones and every other young one that's out there. So please understand your worth, understand your value. I understand that. I love it and I appreciate it. And I want you to have more value for yourself and more value for the world. So please, family, put out your value and let the people know how strong you are, how valuable you are to this world, how much they fucking need you. Because you know what? The world needs you. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely, the world needs you. Protect your energy. Take care of your people, for real. Make sure, you know, you dabble into the, you know, the seasonings. You already know about it, you know. Them seasonings coming through, you know what I'm saying? You know, dazzle them seasonings. It's important to your health. You know what I'm saying? More important to your health. You already know the slogan, break those loops. This is the Smokers Lounge. I'm your host, Chris Cyphers. Salute to the fam, thanks to the pack. And we gonna be out to the next build. I love y'all, fam. That part. I love y'all, family. Take care. Have a great night. And we gonna see y'all on the next build. Maybe.
Love y'all too.
Yeah, that part right there. You know what I'm saying? So just like the missus said, the lovely lady say, you know what I'm saying? Hey, drop that what?
Drop that beat.
Yeah.